Welcome to another episode of Emotional Nightmares. My name is Tyler. As you can see, we're still down here at Club 831. Be down here for another 2 days doing these recordings. So on today's episode, we got with us another guest. He's going to share with us his experience, strength, and hope, kind of his recovery journey, right? So with that, I'm going to allow him to introduce himself. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name's Jake. I'm in recovery.
How long are you clean?
I had over a year clean until last summer, and I really don't know why I relapsed. I mean, I didn't relapse hard. I did like a line or two. You know what I mean? Honestly.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it's still relapse.
Yeah, it is. It is, you know? But, I mean, like...
So you've been clean now for what? How many months?
I want to say I've been clean since November 5th.
Since November 5th.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I got back into recovery house about 2 weeks ago. So I needed that. I needed that structure. I was in a relationship and it went south. And, you know, by the grace of God, the people that run it let me back in because I was in it before, and I relapsed on alcohol, and of course I got thrown out, you know. And then I was good for a minute, and I switched jobs, and I just was offered it one day, and I was weak, and so fuck it, and did it, you know what I mean? And I guess to appease my mind, I said I was doing it to like get through the day, you know what I mean, like through work and everything, because I have a strict, you know, I'm not too strenuous with the job, but like I'm in landscaping and stuff in the summer, so like some days are long, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like that's how I justified it, I guess, you know.
Okay.
But like I've been an addict most of my life, I guess I would say.
Sure.
I mean, I didn't come from like a fucked up house, really. My parents weren't divorced or separated or anything. And I had an older sibling. She treated me well. You know, there wasn't no like fighting, but like that's kind of, you know, we were 80s kids, and so she had keg parties and shit, you know. And
so let me ask you this, right? How long have you been fighting this addiction?
I want to say probably since I've realized that I've had an addiction, or...
That's fair. That's a fair question.
You know what? You understand what I'm saying?
So since you've realized it, so how long do you think when was the first time you realized, hey, this is a problem?
Okay, probably my second DUI.
Okay. Why then? Why the second one and not the first one?
Because it was just real close to the first one. I should have the first one I totaled the vehicle really bad, and by the grace of God, I was by myself. I was on a back road, so the only real damage that was done was to my vehicle, you know, and I walked away, but I got a DUI out of that, and that was the old DUI law. You did 48 hours, like, I don't know how long probation, like a year or something, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, I watched my dad pass away in 2003. That's when I got my first DUI. It was a few months after he passed that I got that DUI. And then I found out my mom had stomach cancer. And that was like, I think 4 or 5 months after the first DUI, I got the second DUI. And so I turned 1 year of parole into 3 real quick. did like 90 days in, 90 days house arrest. Got out, was still doing cocaine. You know, I was like, this was in 2004. And so I was in my mid to late 20s or so. I'm 48 now, so it's been a long road. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
So
like,
then would you say like in 2004 was the first time you realized like, oh shit, I got a problem?
Yeah, but I should have realized, like, now that I look back at it, I think I had a problem with alcohol in high school. Like,
Well, yeah.
I think by the time I was a senior, I was an alcoholic.
Okay.
You know,
why do you think that?
Because like it was just because I drank a lot, like, you know, almost every day pretty much. You know,
Just consuming your life.
yeah. I mean that. And, I mean, I worked and stuff, but still, I mean, when I had time off, I was in the garage drinking with my buddies. You know, that's what we did. We hung out in the garage, worked on vehicles, or I don't know what's trashing them or whatever. But you know, I mean,
how many times did you go to a rehab?
Twice.
Twice.
Yeah.
So what is it that made you want to change? What was that like? Oh shit, I gotta go to rehab, or I gotta like. What was that thought?
Okay, the first time I went to rehab, I went on my own, and I was using methamphetamine real bad. Not because of that, but my youngest son's mother had moved. They moved 2 hours away, and I had a driver's license, couldn't go see him. So, like, I fell further into the addiction, and finally I was like, I just broke down at work and went in and talked to the owner and was like, I gotta go to rehab. Like, you gotta send me, I can't do this anymore, you know? And
why though? Like, what was?
Because my life was just so unmanageable. You know, I didn't want to go to work, but I had to go to work, and when I went to work, I was too high to be there, and nobody was doing anything about it. You know what I mean? There was no consequences.
Right.
You know,
Okay.
really, nobody had brought any. Yeah, co-workers, but nobody in management was like, you got to do something. You know what I mean? So finally, I was just like, because I hit it well, you know, or at least.
Well, you thought you did.
I thought
right?
I did. You know?
I mean, there were consequences, right? Because
Yeah.
you had legal consequences, you had these issues, you had family leaving, you had kids being taken away from you. Like, you had all these consequences, right?
Yeah.
You just weren't.
I was blinded to it.
Like, your wallet wasn't consequences,
No.
right?
Yeah.
So the rest of the consequences were there. You just
Yeah.
financially weren't feeling
Yeah, and it was just so easy to get to. I mean, I know everybody says that, but it was. I mean, it was right down the street.
Yeah.
You know? So, which
I mean,
it is with everybody.
Accessibility.
I guess, really.
Yeah, I mean, accessibility makes it harder as well too, right?
Yeah.
So, all right, man. So, like, you're having these consequences. You're doing this, right? So, to you, life is being unmanageable right now, right?
Yeah.
So you go in, you can go to rehab. You get out of rehab, you start using again.
Yeah, like right away too. Like I wasn't clean like 2 weeks, and I was back into it. I mean, it was insanity, really. I mean, you know, and I ended up going to jail for a criminal trespass and a burglary, but they dropped the burglary because like I had lived there prior, and I broke in to grab some of my belongings, and so I got arrested because they caught me. You know? So I mean,
Yeah.
so like that was the beginning of this downfall, and like when I got out, I didn't feel like reporting to parole, so I was back on the shit like right away, man. It was, and like I was like.
So what took you back to that, right? Because as you're describing it, right, you're having all these consequences. You go to rehab because you're tired of the consequences and you're tired of like all the bullshit, and you're saying to yourself, life is unmanageable. But 2 weeks after rehab, you're picking up again, right?
Yeah.
Why?
To be honest, I don't know.
That's a fair answer. That's a fair
To look
answer.
back on it now, I don't know.
Okay. So,
Because,
in a sense, you kind of forgot the pain.
yeah, I guess.
Okay.
You
So,
know, because it wasn't fear of going back to jail.
okay.
Because, as messed up as it sounds, it became a normality to me.
Okay.
You know, when the cops rolled up, I knew. I
Right.
didn't try to run or nothing. I mean, we were on a first name basis. You know, I come from a small town, but I mean, that's how it was. You know,
Right.
and I knew whenever they rolled up and they were stopping, I was going.
So, then you decide to go to rehab again.
Well, they sent me to rehab,
Ah.
which
Okay.
was, I mean, the last time I got arrested, I kind of got rescued. I'd been homeless for 3 months. It was January, February, it was March when I got arrested. I got out in January and ran, but I was still in the same town. I mean, I just didn't report, and they just weren't catching me.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was like a cat and mouse kind of thing, and I was just getting lucky. And finally, one day, they just rolled up on me. I mean, it was like constable, 2 city boys, and I think a sheriff for 2 vehicles. I mean, there was like 5 vehicles there. I'm just walking down the sidewalk, and I'm like, I mean, you don't really need all this, you know? I mean, everybody's
Right.
looking and shit. I'm like, okay, you're trying to do the embarrassment thing now, I guess. You know, I mean, I don't know, because, like, they had arrested me so many times, you know?
So they made you go to rehab?
Yeah, I did, like, I don't know, 4
And-
months or something, and then they sent me to Oil Region, and I did, like, 60 or 90 days there, which was good. I mean, I went to Gateway in 2020, and it wasn't a bad rehab, but Oil Region was smaller, so I guess maybe that was a difference. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It was just, the counselors were different. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm older now. You know.
Counselors are a bunch of assholes up there.
Well, maybe I don't know. But
So.
but like I wanted it more now this
Yeah.
time. You know, I mean, I'm 48. It's time to grow the fuck up and quit going to jail and being a scumbag. You know.
So you got out of there though.
Yeah.
You came here to Butler.
Yeah.
3/4 house.
Yeah.
And then you got high again.
After I tried to go out on my own for a minute, and like, just shit I shouldn't have been doing, you know, like, you know, got in a relationship that maybe I probably shouldn't have gotten into, and
So you made her the higher power.
for sure,
Right?
yeah.
She became the new drug.
Yeah,
right?
for sure, that's how
Okay.
it is.
So neglected everything else, right?
Yeah, didn't stop going to meetings, stop everything.
Okay.
Yeah, just working hard.
Decided to get sober again.
Yeah.
Right? So now you're sober again. Right? So what's
Yeah.
different? Sounds like the same pattern.
It does, but like, I think I have better people around me now.
Okay.
It seems.
Are you utilizing them?
Yeah, because I don't isolate as much now. I actually do go out and talk to people before I just isolate and not talk to anybody really. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be in my head all the time. No, I'm in my head too much now too, I think, but I'm getting better. You know? Sitting here talking to you, I didn't think I'd be doing this 2 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But
Life's
cool.
funny.
It's crazy cool, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Life's
I'm
funny
all
how it works.
nervous and jittery, but like I'm relaxing. It's getting
It's easy.
Yeah.
Right? It's easy.
Yeah.
I'm just talking to a microphone. It's not that
I
bad.
know, but
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
So, you think you've had enough pain?
For sure. That's all I know.
Yeah.
It's hard to know what happiness is. I don't know what happy is.
Is that what you're pursuing, though?
Yeah.
So, so given the pattern of that you've described here, right? It sounds like right now, like you're in a safe place, right? Because you're in a 3/4 house,
Yeah.
right? But how long is this safe before you start creeping with those thoughts, right?
I mean, I don't I'm in IOP too.
Okay,
So
that's good.
yeah. I mean, so that's like, that's another one of my things. So like I don't miss IOP anymore. Like it started out, I only had to go once a week, and I blew it off too many times. So they like, were like, you can't, you got to start over or whatever. So now, from 1 hour a week, 9 hours a week. But
Are you doing mental health too?
no, but I should. I think I need to.
Yeah. Mental health is always good. We can never get enough.
Yeah.
Mental health counseling goes hand to hand.
Yeah, it's important. I mean, because I know I'm not normal. I mean, I don't know what normal is.
Bro, we're all a bunch of fucking
we're
all train wrecks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But like I am.
Anybody who's watching this show is a train wreck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
That's what we are.
Yeah.
We're trying to get through the day.
Yeah.
That's really what this is about, is trying to get through the day.
That's why I agreed to do this, because like, I mean, I'm not saying somebody's gonna see it and like be like, I don't want to see anybody die, man. Too many people die. I just had a buddy die not too long ago, and I wasn't told why, but I can imagine why. You know what I mean? He's a few years older than me, and he had some health issues, but I think it was something. I think he was tired of the pain.
Yeah. So.
You know what I mean? And I don't want to see that happen to anybody.
You're 48.
Yeah.
So, what would you say to the younger people, right? Because, like, we do get a lot of younger demographics to watch us, and this is what I've always thought to myself, right? And, like, and don't take any offense to this, right? But, like, I know, like, as myself, like, when I first got sober, I looked at the people that were in their 40s, in their 50s, in their 60s, and I said to myself, like, fuck, I gotta get this now, because I don't want to be that old having to restart life.
Man.
And we all think, and I'm sure you thought, that'll never be me.
Yeah.
Right?
And
so, like, what would you say to the younger people listening?
Don't think that it won't happen to you, because, I mean, if I was 20 and looking at me now, I'd be like, no fucking way is that going to be me.
Yeah.
Here I am, and shit ain't the same, man. It's not like what it was when we were kids. You can die from this shit now. When
Very
we
much.
were younger, you didn't die from this shit. You do now, and it's just not cool. It's not cool, man.
No, it's not.
I mean, even when I relapsed, I didn't enjoy it. I did not enjoy it.
No, I told you that.
I was paranoid as hell.
I told you I fucked up your career.
Yeah.
If you ever get high again, you're going to see my ugly face.
No shit, but like, yeah, man, like, I mean, no, I'm glad to see you, bro. I mean, I am. But like, yeah, I mean, you could be me, and I've started over 10, 11, 12 times now, man. And harder
the older you get.
Yeah, it's so hard,
But you're doing it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, let's not take that away. Like, you're doing it still.
Yeah, I mean, I'm working now. I got people that will talk to me without trying to run. Like, 'cause this motherfucker's crazy. Probably high. I don't know what the fuck he's gonna do,
Yeah.
Like, 'cause I was a nut. You know what I mean? I wasn't a violent nut, but I was just a nut.
Yeah, you were messing around.
Yeah, I was messing around, man.
Yeah, you was chasing shadow people.
Yeah, you're running from shadow people. All kinds of shit,
Of course.
I mean, I cut my finger off one night. I was all tied up, and I waited 12 hours to call my sister to take me to the ER. And you know what this woman says to me? You take what? It's like you cut your finger off. I said, Darcy, allegedly. How many times have I called you to take me to the hospital? 0. I cut my finger off. She's like, alright, I'll be there. Let me get my laundry together. No doubt. And so an hour later, she shows up. I got all bandaged up, man. It's like 12 and a half hours, 13 hours. I get to the ER, and the doctor's like, oh, that is pretty black. And I'm like, well, it's just a tip, you know. I cut it like right here. I'm like, just take it the rest of the way off because it was just this little piece of skin right here holding it on.
Yeah.
Because like whenever I went through it, like you know what raw carrot sounds like to crunch. That's what it felt like when I went through the bone.
They let you keep it?
No, they sewed it back on. Yeah, now my nails all
Crazy.
messed up, but yeah, like she's like, I don't know, I'm gonna try to sew it on. And
That's crazy.
From my
I cut a tendon and had to lose mine.
From my addiction, like I kind of like, I mean, I'm kind of a sick puppy. I kind of enjoy pain a little bit, right?
Yeah.
When she is putting this back on, I had to have her stop. I swear to God, when she was like doing the Novocaine or something, she had that needle so far up in there. It hurt so bad, I levitated off that bed. I swear to God. I'm like, you have to stop. I was soaked in sweat. I'm like, and I'm trying to come down off this high. That's why I waited so long. Because I was so high. I'm like, there's no way I can walk into the hospital right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, people are going to be freaking me out. I'm going to be like, just bite it off and leave. You know? Like, I can't do it. I got to just chill.
The meth thoughts.
So, yeah, that's
the way we think on meth. It just blows my mind.
And, I mean, you could be this too. One time I got out, I started getting high. I get out of jail, right? Getting high, I'm high as hell. All of a sudden, my freckles on my arms turned into baby spiders. So I'm out in the yard with a bottle of bleach, ripping my clothes off and dumping bleach all over my body, yelling for help. And I got arrested for that too.
Well, I'd imagine it's not normal.
So like, I mean, this is the shit that can happen to you.
Yeah.
When you're high, you know. So
well, especially now,
think
right?
About it.
Especially
you
now.
Be that guy.
Do
you want to be that guy with the bottle of bleach, screaming for help?
Yeah, the meth that's out there, man. Like people are doing crazy stuff on meth, and like they don't, and what's crazy is we normalize it. Like we don't think that it's crazy.
Yeah,
at the time, it seems so normal.
We're sitting here laughing about it, and I kind of do wonder, like, what do like quote unquote normal people think about?
Oh, they thought you were fucking nuts.
They're like, hey, you should be in a psych ward.
Yeah, they thought you were fucking nuts.
Yeah, you know, like, and rightly so.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because I was. But, like, I mean, that's where my addiction led me. You know?
Yeah.
So, and, I mean, yeah, I'm just glad I'm here and I'm sober, and I hope.
So you got a sponsor?
No, I need to do that because, like I said, I just come in, and I haven't been going to as many meetings as I should, but like, I mean,
we gotta do that.
And I'm using the weather as an excuse right now, which is not an excuse, but like.
Well, like I said a little bit ago, right? Like we're following the same patterns, so like I don't want you to fall back into the same pattern, right? So you should probably get yourself a sponsor, get going to meetings, right? So that we're not following those patterns and end up back into the addiction side of it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm staying in Butler, and like, I mean, I know people, but I don't know the wrong people. You know what I mean? I have kept my way clear of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The only people I do know in Butler really are either people that I have worked with that I really don't associate with, or the people from the rooms and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm kind of safe there, and I do kind of keep to myself.
Well, so tomorrow when you go to the meeting, there should be one. There's a meeting here tomorrow. Actually.
I'll be here.
There, I think
I live real close to it.
Yeah, like you live upstairs, right?
Yeah.
So like, I think there's a meeting here tomorrow at 4:00, or 6:00, right?
6, right?
And there'll be a bunch of people here for an out-of-town speaker, and
cool.
no reason why you don't have a sponsor at the end of that meeting.
True. Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Because like.
I mean, I like you, but then I don't like you at times because you're right all the time, you know?
Yeah.
You got a good point.
Well, I mean, at the end of the,
Right.
I mean, at the end of the day, like, I want you to save your life, right?
Yeah.
And, like, that's the point of our show, right? Is, because there's somebody listening tonight that is, you know, they're listening, they're the same way, right? They put down the drugs, they got a couple weeks in, maybe a couple months in, they don't have a sponsor, they're maybe going to a few meetings, and they're still on that fence, right?
Yeah.
And like, I want you to get off the fence, right?
Yeah.
Get off the fence. So much easier on our side of the fence. Just getting sober, staying sober, right?
Yeah, life is
It's
so
a little bit
much-
easier, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, way more manageable. Way more.
You can go outside and the cops aren't going to come chase you.
Yeah.
Ain't that great?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can eat. I mean.
Yeah, right? You can have food. You know what's cool?
Not just
You can go to bed.
Yeah, and I love sleep.
Yeah.
Like, it's past my bedtime right now because, like, seriously, I'm up at like 4:30, 5.
Yeah, bro, sleep is my best friend. When I got sober, that was the greatest gift, was being able to go to sleep, right? Because, like,
that's what I'm doing. I'm catching up. I take a lot of naps, and that's what I'm doing. Catching up, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's good to be here, dude.
I'm glad that you were here tonight and you were able to jump on. I know it wasn't planned for you to come on, really. So I appreciate you for actually wanting to jump on and share a little bit.
Yeah,
right? So,
cool, man. I'll do it again, man.
Yeah, I want you to. I want you to. So, and I know Jamie over there, right? So I want you, when you reach a year sober, I want you to come back on our show.
Okay.
And share with us where you're at then as compared to now, right? Because right now you're, what, a couple weeks?
November 5th, yeah, I mean, a couple months.
So, that's good, right? Like, don't downplay that.
Yeah.
Right? So right now we're like a month or two sober. So I want you to come back now after a year, right?
Okay.
And update us. Update everybody that's watching this channel, update all of us, right?
Yeah,
and
cool.
like, let us know, like, has recovery worked for you? Has it gotten better?
Yeah,
right? Because maybe it don't, right?
Let's hope it does, though, yeah.
I mean, it will, right? Yeah. I'm almost positive that it will.
I mean, it worked before. I let it not work.
There you go.
I wasn't working the program.
It's the best way to say it, right? Yeah. Shit works, but only if you let it. Right?
That's right.
So.
That's right.
All right, man. Well, listen, I appreciate you for coming. I appreciate you guys for watching. So I hope that maybe you heard something here tonight. You know, you could have been anywhere in the world. You decided to sit here and listen to us for a second. I hope that you heard something. If you didn't, you know, there's other episodes on this channel. If not, you know, call somebody. Don't call the dope man. Call somebody in recovery. Call somebody that actually has your best interest in mind and doesn't just want your money.
Call a family member. Hopefully they understand.
Call somebody and tell them you want to get high, right? Yeah, be like, I want to get high. Help me not get high tonight.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if you can just stay sober today, tomorrow looks better, right?
Yeah. Right. The sun will be up tomorrow, no matter what. So you might as well just
enjoy it.
Yeah.
Amen.
Stay sober and enjoy it, man.
Yeah. I hope the sun comes up tomorrow. I'm tired of this snow.
I'm telling you.
All right, man. So we appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.
Join us next week. So, all right. Appreciate it.
Thank you for watching.